Who funds you guys? Do you work with nation states?
I think the stakes for Molloy in episode 6 really begin to ramp up. I mean, it doesn't help that Talamasca is telling him that things are getting intense.
Can you protect me?
From being killed? No. We're particularly poor at keeping our assets alive.
But also, he's really making headway. And he's an experienced enough journalist to know that with powerful people, they're liable to lash out. And so I think, yeah, there's real fear. And you can see it in Eric's performance that he's still cracking wise, but it may not be quite as convincing.
I want to get out alive.
You fear Armand. You should fear the other one.
Imagine a tightrope walker. He knows that he knows how to walk a tightrope, but every once in a while he glances down and a little shiver goes through his stomach, that cold chill.
Rashid, did you and Mr. Molloy talk to anyone during dinner?
As soon as he gets an inkling that they know, he's already working on how to manipulate it and spin a new web.
Why do you ask? Love?
Louis known for a long time that there's something wrong. There's a lie being told. And that penthouse in Dubai is a bit of a prison. And I think Louis and Daniel throughout the years have been like sort of kept things for Armand.
Claudia revealing that she's a vampire shows how comfortable she is revealing that to another person.
Don't run. I think it's really beautiful that she gives Madeleine the choice on how to react to her being a vampire.
I'm gonna clean up.
They have such amazing chemistry. I was just drawn to what they were doing.
Is it romantic?
No, not yet.
She likes her so much and sees that there's something in her that she's actually like, here's me in all my entirety. What are you gonna do now? You have a choice to make.
I feel like I get to pick one thing for myself, and it's her.
Louis turns Madeleine without doubt because he loves Claudia, and that's what he wants to do for her.
You think you're happy with me now? Can you imagine me without the burden of her?
Claudia's very good at reading people. She knows that she can convince Louis.
You're going to do it?
Yes.
When?
Tonight.
The reason that Louis does it is because they're reaching that stage where they're growing apart now, and it's like, oh, okay, so once we do this, we're done.
Turning Madeleine was a really beautiful moment for Madeleine and Claudia. And I was just thinking, like, I just don't want to get in the way.
It's gonna go crazy if we don't stop. Yeah, me too.
And I couldn't anyway. What they're doing is so magnetic.
If you get scared, you just look at that light.
Working with Kat, who was our intimacy coordinator, we worked on, like, levels of distance between, like, mouth to neck.
When we see Louis take a bite of Madeleine, it's like Claudia's hunger takes over as well, and she gets involved.
I loved that scene. I loved that relationship. Those two characters deserve more than any of the characters in the show to just be able to live like an eternal life, companionship together.
Flowers growing from the dead, cold things becoming warm.
The scene in the cafe where they like meet up
to finding the ex.
It was like a romantic comedy or like a family Thanksgiving. Everyone's getting back together and it's awkward and you feel the tensions.
You all right there?
The sets were beautiful. They built a cafe with a band and beautiful lights.
For the Mishka bar, named after my eldest dog, we wanted this almost to feel like a fever dream, but really playing with light and space in a way that connects kind of deeply with what's happening with the scene.
I got to do a bit of improvising in that scene as well. Got to shout things at Armand.
Will he get through the door with that big head?
Filming it was so bittersweet because we were having such a lovely dinner, and then it all goes. Gustav was the vampire that kidnaps Claudia, and you can hear Louis screaming for Claudia.
Louis is just like missile focused on Claudia. Like, how do I get her out of this situation? I have to give massive props to the background actors on our show. We're just like be completely still in place and just do it again and again and again and again and again. I think piss doesn't really cover how Louis feels when they're kidnapped.
The jury may be seated.
10 minutes to your entrance, Monsieur Liancourt.
Lestat returns for the trial.
Thank you.
He's back in all his kind of hectic, complicated glory. What is he gonna do?
And the vampire, Lestat de Liancourt.